pinkfong. I'm glad to see you again.
It's great, it's great to bring you back.
How brave you are, how wise you are. You brought me back, you saved my life.
Aladdin's lamp. In a small town in India lived a young man named Aladdin. One day, a wizard came to Aladdin. He said,
Bring me the lamp inside this hole, and I will give you some money.
He pushed Aladdin inside the hole. Aladdin went in and he got the lamp. Then he shouted,
Let me out! I got the lamp!
However, the wizard did not want to give him any money. So he said,
Give me the lamp first, or I will leave.
Aladdin was scared. He tried to get out this way and that way. In the end, Aladdin rubbed the lamp. Suddenly, a giant came out of the lamp.
My master, what can I do for you?
Aladdin was so surprised.
Let me out and take me home.
Whatever you want, my master.
The giant took Aladdin home. The giant gave Aladdin everything he wanted. Aladdin became rich. One day, on the way home, Aladdin saw a beautiful lady. She was a princess.
How beautiful!
Aladdin fell in love with her. After this, Aladdin thought and thought about her all day long. Aladdin went to her father. He said,
Dear King, I love your daughter. I want to marry her.
However, the king did not like Aladdin.
If you build me a big castle, I will give you my daughter.
The next day, Aladdin showed a big castle to the king.
Oh my! It's beautiful!
The king was so surprised and glad. Aladdin married the princess. The wizard heard about Aladdin. He came to the castle and he shouted,
Give me your old lamp. Take my new lamp. This will be better. This will be good.
The princess heard the wizard. She did not know the secret of the lamp. So she said,
That one looks better. Aladdin will like it.
The princess gave Aladdin's lamp to the wizard. The wizard rubbed the lamp. And he took everything from Aladdin. The lamp, the castle, and even the princess. Aladdin was shocked.
Oh no! What can I do? I must go and find him.
Aladdin went to the wizard. After the great meal, the wizard was asleep. Aladdin picked up the lamp carefully. He rubbed the lamp and he said,
Take him far away from here so he can never come back.
The giant took the wizard far away.
I'm glad to bring you back.
The princess said,
I'm glad to see you again.
Aladdin and the princess lived happily ever after.
Pinkfong.
How smart you are, how lucky I am, how happy we are, thank you for all your help.
You were so brave, you were so good to me.
Will you marry me?
Yes, yes, sure I will.
Ali Baba and the 40 Thieves. In Persia, there lived two brothers. They were Kasim and Ali Baba. One day, after their father died, Kasim, the older brother, said,
It's not your home anymore. Go away and don't come back.
Ali Baba left his house. He went up to the mountain and he saw 40 thieves. In front of a big rock, they said,
Open sesame!
With the magic words, the big rock opened, and the 40 thieves went inside.
What a sight!
Thought Ali Baba. After all the thieves left, Ali Baba came closer and he said,
Open sesame!
The door on the rock opened and Ali Baba went in. The cave was full of treasures,
Amazing!
shouted Ali Baba. He took some of the treasures home. He became rich. Soon, Ali Baba's brother Kasim heard about it. Kasim was very jealous. Kasim visited Ali Baba and he said,
Where did you get all these things?
Kasim kept asking and asking. Finally, Ali Baba told Kasim about the secret place. Kasim could not wait. He ran to the cave and he shouted,
Open sesame!
Soon the door opened,
Wow!
shouted Kasim. He was very excited and he filled up his sack with all the treasures. However, when he was ready to go out, he found the door was closed.
Oh no!
He cried and tried to think of the secret words. He said,
Open donkey! Open monkey!
He tried and tried. However, it didn't work. Not at all. Soon, the thieves came back, and Cassim was killed by the angry thieves. Ali Baba heard about his brother. He went to the cave, took his brother, and he buried him in a nice place. The thieves were even more angry. They said,
Someone was here, and he took the man. Let's go to the town and find him.
Soon they knew that it was Ali Baba. Finally, one of the thieves saw Ali Baba. He put a mark on Ali Baba's door. However, Ali Baba's maid saw it. She put the same mark on all the doors in town. The next day, the thieves came to get Ali Baba. However, all the doors had the same marks, and they could not find Ali Baba's house. In the end, the thieves found Ali Baba's house and they went in. They hid themselves in big jars. However, the maid saw them hiding. She poured boiling oil into the jars. The thieves in the jars screamed, and then they all died. One last thief was the chief. He went to Ali Baba's house as if he were a guest. However, Ali Baba's maid knew who he was.
"Be my guest. Relax and enjoy the show,"
said the maid. She brought 2 swords, and she started to dance. As she moved, she came closer to the thief. Then she stabbed him quickly. Later, Ali Baba learned what happened. He was surprised by her help and her wisdom.
Thank you for saving my life.
Ali Baba married his maid. They lived happily ever after.
Have you heard of Cinderella? Cinderella, Cinderella. Have you heard of Cinderella? Cleaning all the time.
Have you seen my Cinderella? Cinderella, Cinderella. Have you seen my Cinderella losing her glass shoe?
Cinderella. Cinderella is a very nice girl. She lives with her father, her mean stepmother, and ugly stepsisters. Soon, Cinderella's father dies. Her stepmother says to her, "You must clean and do laundry." One day, there is a ball at the castle. So her stepmother and stepsisters wear beautiful dresses and nice shoes.
Take me to the ball too,
Cinderella says. Her stepmother spills beans in the fireplace and says, "Pick up all all the beans, and I will take you there. Birds come and pick up the beans. Now, all of the beans are picked up. And she asks,
Please, take me to the ball.
but her stepmother says, No, you don't have a beautiful dress or nice shoes. And her stepmother takes only her stepsisters.
Boo-hoo! Boo-hoo!
Suddenly, Fairy Godmother appears. She uses magic on a pumpkin, a mouse, and a lizard. Ring! Fairy Godmother waves her wand. A carriage, a horse, and a driver appear. Cinderella has a beautiful dress and glass shoes. Fairy Godmother says, You must come back before midnight. Cinderella goes to the ball. The prince sees beautiful Cinderella.
Will you dance with me?
He asks. The prince only dances with Cinderella. Ding, ding, ding. It is 12 o'clock. Cinderella runs and loses a glass shoe. Then the prince finds the shoe. Servants look for the glass shoe's owner. Finally, they come to Cinderella's house. The shoe fits Cinderella's foot.
Wow, it fits perfectly.
Cinderella wears the glass shoes to the castle. The prince says,
Finally, I found you.
Cinderella marries the handsome prince. They live happily ever after.
Pinkfong!
City mouse, what do you like? City mouse, what do you like?
I like pies, I like cake, pies, pies, cake, 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 pies, pies, cake, cake, cake. Country mouse, what do you like? Country mouse, what do you like?
I like beans, I like rice, beans, beans, rice, 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 beans, beans, rice, rice, rice.
Country Mouse and City Mouse. City Mouse goes to the country. He sees Country Mouse there.
Hello, my name is City Mouse. Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Country Mouse. Nice to meet you too. Welcome to the country,
Says Country Mouse.
Thank you.
Says City Mouse.
I like the country.
Says Country Mouse.
It's very safe. This is my house.
Says Country Mouse.
Please come in.
Thank you.
Says City Mouse. Country Mouse and City Mouse eat dinner.
Yummy! I like beans and rice,
says Country Mouse.
Yucky! I don't like beans and rice,
says City Mouse.
I like cookies and cake.
At night, there are many sounds.
Cock-a-doodle-doo!
says a rooster. Says a dog. Says a big owl. City Mouse doesn't like the country sounds. In the morning, City Mouse says,
The country is scary. Let's go to my house together. It's in the city. Everyone likes the city.
So, City Mouse and Country Mouse go to the city.
This is my house. Welcome,
says City Mouse.
Thank you,
says Country Mouse. Suddenly, a scary fat cat comes.
I like mice.
He says.
I like to eat mice.
City Mouse and Country Mouse run away. City Mouse and Country Mouse have dinner.
Yum! I like cookies and cake,
says City Mouse.
Oh, I don't like cookies and cake,
Country Mouse says. Suddenly, some people come into the kitchen.
Eek! They are mice!
says the woman.
Catch them! Catch the mice!
City Mouse and Country Mouse run away quickly. In the morning, Country Mouse leaves.
Thank you,
He says.
You're welcome. Goodbye,
says City Mouse.
Bye,
says Country Mouse. At home, Country Mouse is happy.
This is my favorite place in the world,
He says. He doesn't go to the city again.
There's no place like home.
Ouch, too hot. Yuck, too cold. Ah, just right. Oh, too big. Too small. Ah, just right. Ouch, too hard. Oh, too soft. Ah, just right. Ouch, ouch. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Oh, oh. Ah, ah, ah. Ah, just right.
Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Goldilocks is a sweet little girl. She is very cute, and her hair is golden. She goes for a walk in the forest. There is a small house. She knocks on the door, but there is no answer. So she walks in. Goldilocks sees 3 bowls of soup on the kitchen table. She is very hungry. She tastes the first bowl.
Ouch! This is too hot.
She tastes the second bowl.
Yuck! This is too cold.
She tastes the third bowl.
This is just right.
She eats every drop. Then Goldilocks walks into the living room and sees 3 chairs. She is very tired. She sits in the first chair.
This is too big.
She sits in the second chair.
Oh, this is too big too.
She sits in the third chair.
This is just right.
But Goldilocks is too big. The chair breaks. Next, Goldilocks walks into the bedroom and sees 3 beds. She is very sleepy. She lies down in the first bed.
Ugh, this is too hard.
She lies down in the second bed.
Oh my, this is too soft.
She lies down in the third bed.
Oh yes, this is just right.
She falls fast asleep. Soon, the 3 bears come home. In the kitchen, Papa Bear says,
Someone ate my soup.
Mama Bear says,
Someone ate my soup too.
Baby Bear says,
Someone ate all my soup.
In the living room, Papa Bear says,
Someone sat in my chair.
Mama Bear says,
Someone sat in my chair too.
Baby Bear says,
Look at my chair. Oh no, my chair is broken.
In the bedroom, Papa Bear says,
Someone was in my bed.
Mama Bear says,
Someone was in my bed too.
Baby Bear says,
Someone is in my bed. Look, she is sleeping.
Suddenly, Goldilocks wakes up. She sees the 3 angry bears. and she never returns to the three bears' house again.
Hansel and Gretel are lost in the woods. Where, oh, where is the way home? They are lost in the woods, lost in the woods. Help them find their way home. Hansel and Gretel are lost in the woods. Where, oh, where is the way home? They are lost in the woods, lost in the woods. Help them find their way home.
Hansel and Gretel. There is a poor woodcutter. He has a son and a daughter. The boy is Hansel and the girl is Gretel. One day, their father marries an evil stepmother. Their stepmother says to their father,
"We are starving, so I will leave the children in the forest."
Hansel hears that. That night, Hansel picks up shiny stones.
We will find our home.
After Hansel hides the stones, he sleeps. The next day, the stepmother takes the kids to the forest. Hansel drops the stones on the ground. He thinks,
we can follow the stones home.
The stepmother says,
"Wait by this big tree."
but she never comes back. Hansel and Gretel follow the shiny stones out of the forest. A few days later, the stepmother says,
"Let's have a picnic in the forest."
Boo-hoo!
Gretel cries. She thinks,
Stepmother will leave us in the forest again.
but Hansel has no time to pick up shiny stones. Hansel drops breadcrumbs on the ground.
We can follow the breadcrumbs home.
But the birds eat all the breadcrumbs, and they can't find their home. Hansel and Gretel find a house. The house is made of cookies and cakes. Gretel shouts,
Look! A cookie house!
While Hansel and Gretel eat the cookies and cakes, a strange lady appears. She says,
Children, come inside and eat yummy food.
The lady is an evil witch. She says,
I like to eat kids.
she locks Hansel in a cellar. Gretel has to do housework. The witch boils some water to cook the children. But Gretel pushes the witch into the water.
Yep. Oh no!
Cries the witch. She falls into the boiling water. Hansel and Gretel take her jewels, and they run away. Hansel and Gretel find their home. Their father says,
I am so sorry, but now your stepmother is gone.
They live happily ever after.
Pinkfong.
Fee-fi-fo-fum, I want my eggs back. Fee-fi-fo-fum, I want my harp back. Fee-fi-fo-fum, where are you going? Jack is a thief. Bam! Fee-fi-fo-fum, I want my eggs back. Fee-fi-fo-fum, I want my harp back. Fee-fi-fo-fum, where are you going? Jack is a thief. Bam!
Jack and the Beanstalk. There is a boy named Jack. He lives with only his mother. They are very poor. One day, Jack's mother gets very sick, but she has no money for medicine. So Jack says,
Let's sell the cow.
Jack goes outside with the cow. Jack meets a strange old man. He says,
If you give me the cow, I will give you magic beans.
Jack gives the cow for the magic beans.
Oh no! Did you give the cow for some beans?
Jack's mother gets very angry. She throws the beans outside. The next day, Jack is surprised. A big beanstalk goes up to the sky.
Wow, those are real magic beans.
Jack climbs up the beanstalk. In the sky, there is a fairy. Climb up to the top, says the fairy. Poof! She disappears. Jack climbs up to the top of the beanstalk. There is a giant's castle.
Fee-fi-fo-fum. What is this smell?
Jack hears the giant's voice, so he hides under a table.
Lay an egg.
The hen lays a golden egg. Jack takes the hen to his house. The next day, Jack goes to the giant's castle again.
Sing for me, golden harp,
says the giant. And the golden harp sings a beautiful song. Now, Jack takes the golden harp too. But the golden harp cries,
A thief! A thief!
So the giant chases Jack. Jack jumps down the beanstalk. Then he cuts the beanstalk.
Save me! Save me!
Screams the giant. He
falls and dies. The hen lays golden eggs every day. Jack and his mother get rich. The golden harp always sings a beautiful song.
Wolf! Wolf! Yikes! Yikes! Where is Grandma? Where is Red? There's a wolf in Grandma's bed. Wolf! Wolf! Yikes! Yikes! There's a wolf in the bed. Take the broom, hit his head. Wolf! Wolf! Yikes! Yikes!
Little Red Riding Hood. This is Little Red Riding Hood. But everyone calls her Red. She always wears a pretty red cape. One day her mother says,
Please go to Grandma's house. Take this basket. Go straight there and don't talk to strangers.
Suddenly, there is a wolf.
What do you have?
I have apples. I have bananas. And I have strawberries.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Grandma's house.
Where does your grandma live?
Asks the wolf.
She lives at the end of the road.
Says Red.
Does she live alone?
Asks the wolf.
Oh yes, she is all alone.
Pick some flowers for her. She'll like that.
Says the wolf.
That's a good idea. Thank you.
Says Red. Red picks flowers by the path. While Red picks flowers, the wolf runs to Grandma's house. But Grandma is not at home. He puts on Grandma's pajamas and cap. He lies down in Grandma's bed, and he waits for Red. Red arrives, but Grandma is so different.
Grandma, your eyes are so big,
says Red.
My eyes are big so I can see you well.
Grandma, your ears are so big,
says Red.
My ears are big so I can hear you well,
says the wolf.
Grandma, your teeth are so big,
says Red.
My teeth are big so I can eat you.
The wolf jumps up. he runs toward Red. The wolf has such sharp teeth and claws. Red is so scared. Suddenly, Grandma arrives. She grabs a broom and hits the wolf on the head. The bad wolf is so surprised. He runs away. And Red never talks to strangers again.
Oh my nose, it's too long, I need to make it small. I won't lie, no more lies, no more lies, so please make it small. Oh my nose, it's too long, I need to make it small. Oh my nose, it's too long, I need to make it small. I won't lie, no more lies, no more lies, so please make it small. Oh my nose, it's too long, I need to make it small.
Pinocchio. Geppetto has no children, but he wants a child.
I will make a son from wood.
So he makes Pinocchio. A fairy appears and says to Pinocchio, "Now you can move and speak. Be a good boy, and you will be a real boy." The next morning, Pinocchio says,
Good morning, Father.
Geppetto is very happy, and he sends Pinocchio to school. When Pinocchio goes to school, he meets a fox and a cat. They say,
Let's go to a puppet show.
So Pinocchio goes with them. Pinocchio sees a puppet show. Suddenly, the fox and the cat lock Pinocchio in a cellar. They plan to sell Pinocchio for money. The fairy appears. Pinocchio lies to her.
I was kidnapped.
Suddenly, Pinocchio's nose grows long. When Pinocchio tells the truth, a woodpecker makes Pinocchio's nose small again. Pinocchio runs home, but then he meets boys in a wagon.
Come with us to Toyland.
The boys say, so Pinocchio follows them. Pinocchio plays at Toyland for many days, and he turns into a donkey. Again, the fairy appears. She makes Pinocchio a wooden boy again. Pinocchio comes back home, but he doesn't see Geppetto. A seagull tells him,
Geppetto was looking for you, and a whale ate him.
Pinocchio jumps into the sea. And the whale comes and swallows him.
Oh no!
Pinocchio goes into the whale's stomach. Pinocchio finds Geppetto. They make a big fire. So the whale sneezes.
Achoo!
And the whale spits out Geppetto and Pinocchio. The fairy is waiting for Geppetto and Pinocchio at home. Good boy, you saved Geppetto. Then she makes Pinocchio into a real boy. Pinocchio isn't a wooden boy any longer.
Snow White is pretty, very, very pretty. She's the prettiest of them all. The Queen is jealous, very, very jealous. She gives Snow White a red apple.
Snow White becomes sick, very, very sick. She needs a prince to wake her up. A handsome prince comes, he comes to save her. She wakes up and they are happy.
Snow White. Far away, there is a princess in a big castle. She is very pretty. Her name is Snow White. Snow White grows up. She is kind and nice. Even the squirrels and birds love her. One day, the queen dies. So the king marries a new queen. But she is a witch. The new queen has a magic mirror. She asks, "Mirror, who is the most beautiful?"
Snow White is the most beautiful.
The queen is jealous. She tells a hunter, "Take her into the forest and kill her." But the hunter doesn't kill her. Snow White finds a small house. She is very tired, so she goes into the house and she falls asleep. The owners of the house come home. They are 7 dwarves. Snow White tells them her story. They say,
Poor princess, live with us.
The queen asks again, "Mirror, who is the most beautiful?"
Snow White is the most beautiful.
Answers the mirror. The queen is angry. She makes a poison apple. The queen dresses like an apple seller, and she goes to Snow White. She says, "Eat this delicious apple." Snow White eats it and falls. The dwarves cry for her.
Snow White, wake up!
Then a handsome prince comes. The prince picks up Snow White, and the apple falls out of her mouth. The dwarves shout,
Hooray! Snow White is alive!
Will you marry me?
Yes, my prince.
They marry and live happily ever after.
Have you seen an old donkey? Old donkey, old donkey. Have you seen an old donkey in a house? Have you seen an old dog? Old dog, old dog. Have you seen an old dog in a house? Have you seen an old cat? Old cat, old cat. Have you seen an old cat in a house? Have you seen an old rooster? Old rooster, old rooster. Have you seen an old rooster in a house?
The Bremen Town Musicians. There is an old donkey. He is too old to work. His owner says,
I will make a drum with your skin.
so the donkey runs away.
I will be a Bremen Town musician.
The donkey goes to Bremen.
Huff, huff.
The donkey meets an old dog. The donkey says,
Let's go to Bremen.
Meow, meow.
the old donkey and the dog meet an old cat. The donkey and the dog say,
Let's go to Bremen.
The old donkey, dog, and cat meet an old rooster. The donkey, dog, and cat say,
Let's go to Bremen.
It is getting dark. The rooster says,
There is a light over there.
The light is coming from an old house. So the animals go to the house. The old donkey looks into the house. He says,
Scary people are eating dinner.
The old dog sniffs and says,
They must be thieves.
The animals climb up one by one. Then the animals cry,
Eeyaw! Woof.
Meow.
Cock-a-doodle.
Ah, a ghost!
The thieves run out.
Meow. The house is so warm.
Oof! There's food.
Eeyaw! Let's have a party. Cock-a-doodle-doo. We did a good job.
The thieves wonder.
Was that really a ghost?
One thief goes back to the house. The animals plan a surprise for the thief. The old cat scratches his face. The old dog bites his leg. The thief screams. Then the old rooster pecks at his head. The old donkey kicks him. The thief screams. Finally, the thief runs away. The old animals want to live in this house, so they don't go to Bremen, but they call themselves the Bremen Town Musicians.
Pinkfong. Your Highness, I bring many gifts. Your Highness, please accept the gifts.
Who sends them? Who sends them?
They're from my master. They are from the Marquis of Carabas.
The Cat in Boots. There are 3 brothers. One day, the elder brothers let the youngest brother go away. The youngest takes a cat with him. The cat tells the youngest,
Master, I have a good idea. Lend me your boots and a sack.
The cat wears the boots. The cat runs to the forest. He catches a rabbit, and he brings the rabbit to the king.
This is a present from the Marquis of Carabas.
The king is very happy. Later, the king and the princess go on a picnic. The cat says,
Master, go into the stream.
Then the cat screams,
Help! A thief has stolen my master's clothes!
The cat says to the king,
Someone stole my master's clothes.
So the king gives the youngest nice clothes. Then the cat says,
Please, come to the Marquis's castle. Follow me.
The cat runs into the golden wheat fields. The wheat fields belong to a scary ogre. The cat tells the farmers,
Tell the king these fields belong to the Marquis of Carabas. If you do this, I will get rid of the scary ogre.
Then the cat runs to the scary ogre's castle. Later, the king asks the farmers,
Who owns these golden wheat fields?
They say,
The Marquis of Carabas.
At the scary ogre's castle, the scary ogre catches the cat. Then he says,
How dare you come in this castle?
The cat asks to the scary ogre,
Can you change into a big lion?
That is so easy.
Pop! The scary ogre changes into a big lion. The cat says,
But you can't change into a small mouse.
That is too
The scary ogre changes into a small mouse. Gulp! The cat eats the mouse.
Welcome to the Marquis of Carabas's castle,
says the cat. Later, the Marquis and the princess get married. The cat becomes the Knight of Carabas, and they live happily.
Pinkfong.
Shirts, shirts, I like nice shirts. Pants, pants, I like nice pants. Shoes, shoes, I like nice shoes. Make my clothes and shoes real nice.
Oh, oh, look at the king. Oh, oh, he has no clothes. Shh, shh, don't say a word. He is wearing nothing.
The Emperor's new clothes. There is an emperor who loves nice clothes.
I want the nicest clothes,
he says. The emperor looks for the best tailor. Everyone hears the news. Far away, two brothers hear it too. They aren't tailors, but they are good liars.
We have the best cloth!
The brothers say every day at the front of the castle's gate. Finally, the emperor hears them. He wants to meet the brothers.
I want the nicest clothes,
says the emperor.
Our cloth is the best,
says the elder brother.
but foolish people can't see it,
says the younger brother. The emperor says,
make clothes for me.
He gives them a lot of money.
We tricked the emperor,
the brothers say. They pretend to make the clothes. Later, someone goes to see the clothes.
You aren't foolish, so you can see them, right?
I can't see the clothes,
he thinks. But he doesn't want to look foolish. So he lies to the emperor.
Those are the nicest clothes.
Your Highness, the clothes are finished.
The brothers pretend to carry the clothes.
I don't see anything,
he thinks. But he doesn't want to look foolish. The emperor says,
Wow! These clothes are really nice.
He puts on the invisible clothes. People clap for him. The emperor wants to show his new clothes. So he has a parade. All of the people come. Huh? He is naked! They are shocked. But no one says anything.
The emperor is naked.
And all of the people start to laugh. The foolish emperor runs to his castle.
Pinkfong.
Can you run? Yes, I can. Can you run? Yes, I can. I am the gingerbread man. Crocodile, crocodile, oh, oh, oh! I'm going to eat you. I'm going to eat you. Eat you. Ah!
The Gingerbread Man. Mrs. Brown is the best baker in town. All the children in town love her cookies. Even crocodiles love her cookies. Today, she bakes a gingerbread cookie.
The cookie smells good. I can't wait to eat it.
Then she opens the oven door. A gingerbread man jumps out.
Come back here,
says Mrs. Brown. He runs very quickly. He says,
Na 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 na. You can never catch me.
A boy sees the gingerbread man.
Come back here,
he says. The gingerbread man says,
Na 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 na. You can never catch me.
Mrs. Brown and the boy chase the gingerbread man. Then a dog sees the gingerbread man.
come back here.
He says,
Na 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 na. You can never catch me,
says the gingerbread man. Mrs. Brown, the boy, and the dog chase the gingerbread man.
Oh my, it's a river,
says the gingerbread man.
I can't cross the river.
Hello, gingerbread man.
Says a crocodile.
I can help you. Stand on my nose. We can cross the river together.
Oh boy,
says the gingerbread man. He jumps on the crocodile's nose. He looks back at Mrs. Brown, the boy, and the dog. He says,
na 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 na. You can never catch me.
In the middle of the river, the crocodile opens his mouth. Snap! The crocodile eats the little gingerbread man. Says the crocodile.
Yummy.
We are hungry,
say the boy and the dog.
I can make another. Let's go,
says Mrs. Brown.
but I will be careful. I will lock the door.
Pinkfong.
Bop, bop, go golden goose, yeah. Bop, bop, golden goose, yeah. Take a feather, it's gold. The feather is gold, it's gold. The feather is gold. Bop, bop, golden goose, yeah. Bop, bop, golden goose, yeah.
The Golden Goose. This is Wally Woodcutter.
Hello, everyone. I'm Wally.
Wally is a very kind woodcutter. He is a faithful son, too. He always helps other people. This is the king. He has one problem. It's the princess. Princess Paula is always sad. She never laughs.
I'm sad. I don't laugh.
The king invites many people to the castle. There are clowns and jugglers. There are silly monkeys too. But Princess Paula doesn't laugh.
Please go away.
One day, Wally cuts wood. A little old man comes by. He says,
Please give me some food.
Wally says,
There is not much, but we can share.
Thank you.
The old man has a gift for Wally. It is a golden goose.
Thank you. Come on, Mr. Goose. Come to town with me.
Quack, quack.
Wally walks to the town. A little girl sees him.
Look! That man has a golden goose! Take a feather and be rich!
Soon, many people come to see Wally and the goose. In town, a girl tries to take a golden feather. When she tries, she sticks to the golden goose. Then a little boy tries to get her free. He sticks to the girl. Then an old man tries to get them free. He sticks to the little boy. Many people try to get them free, but they all get stuck. The king sees Wally, the golden goose, and all the people. The king says,
Please make Princess Paula laugh. If she laughs, you may marry her. Dear, please come here.
When the princess comes down, she sees the people. Then she laughs and laughs and laughs. Wally Woodcutter and Princess Paula get married. They are very happy. But the golden goose is not happy. The people are still stuck to him.
goose, my dear goose. What can it be?
What can it be?
Will it be much gold?
Will it be a diamond?
What can it be? Let's open her tummy. Oh no, my poor goose, what have we done?
What have we done?
We were foolish.
We were bad.
What have we done? It's too late, too late.
The Goose with the Golden Eggs. Once upon a time, there lived a farmer with his wife. The farmer worked hard, but he could not get enough crops. One day, the farmer said to his wife,
Let's raise a goose. She will lay us some eggs.
Soon, they went to the market. They bought a little goose.
Look, she will lay us many eggs.
Every day, the farmer and his wife took care of the goose. They fed the goose good food. They gave her a nice place to sleep. And they gave her a nice nest for her eggs. Under their care, the goose grew. She grew and grew and grew every day. One day, the goose finally laid an egg. The wife shouted,
Look, it's a golden egg!
The farmer was so surprised and said,
It's unbelievable!
The next day, the goose laid another golden egg. The farmer was so excited and said,
My lovely goose, we will be rich soon!
The farmer and his wife became lazy. They didn't work. Instead, they waited for the golden eggs. They dreamed of golden clothes and a big house all day long. One day, the farmer said,
I wonder what's inside the goose. Will it be much gold? Will it be a diamond? What can it be?
While they were sleeping, they dreamed they were already in heaven. On the table, they had much food to eat. In the closet, they had lots of clothes to wear.
How marvelous!
The wife was excited and said,
Why don't we open her tummy? Maybe we can get something great!
So the wife took a knife and they killed the goose. However, there was no gold. There was no diamond. There was no ruby. There was nothing good inside her tummy.
Oh no, my goose!
Shouted the wife.
What have we done?
shouted the farmer. But it was late. Too late.
Pinkfong.
Turnip seed grow, turnip seed grow. Plant the seed, grow, grow, grow. Help me cat, help me mouse. Pull the turnip, pull, pull, pull. It's so yummy, turnip soup. It's so yummy,
Turnip jam.
yeah!
The Great Big Turnip. The old man has turnip seeds. One day he plants the turnip seeds. He waters the seeds too. One turnip grows. It gets big. And it gets bigger and bigger. The old man is very excited. He thinks,
I can make turnip soup. I can make turnip bread. I can make turnip jam too.
every day the turnip grows more.
Oh my!
Says the old man one day.
It is a great big turnip. Now it is ready.
He pulls the turnip. He pulls and pulls and pulls. And he pulls some more. But he can't pull it out.
Help! Help me! Come and help me!
The old man and the old woman pull and pull and pull, but they can't pull it out.
Help!
They say to the old cat,
Help us! Please come and help us!
The old man, the old woman, and the old cat pull and pull, but they can't pull it out.
Wait here.
The old cat goes to the young mouse.
Help! Please help us. Pull out the great big turnip.
The young mouse pulls the old cat, and the old cat pulls the old woman, and the old woman pulls the old man, and the old man pulls the great big turnip. Pop! The great big turnip comes out.
Ouch!
Everyone falls over. At dinner, they eat turnip soup.
Eat your soup, eat it all up,
says the old woman.
Eat your turnip bread and turnip jam. Drink your turnip juice.
What's for dessert?
Says the old man.
Turnip ice cream,
Says the old woman.
Yummy!
Pinkfong.
Look around and see the world. There's a boy who seems very sick. There's a man who seems very sad. There's a girl who seems very cold. See the people who need your help. See the people and give your hands. This way and that way you can do. Helping is a great thing to do.
The Happy Prince. Once there was a statue of a prince. It was a statue with a ruby in his sword. It was a statue with emerald eyes. It was a statue with golden clothes. One day, on the way south, a swallow stopped by the statue. He was tired and sleepy. So he spent one night on the statue. The next morning, the swallow saw something strange. The prince was crying.
What's the matter with you?
The prince said,
I see a little boy sick in bed. He has no mommy. He has no food. Can you take my ruby to the boy, please?
The swallow felt sorry and he said,
I will.
The swallow took the ruby. He flew to the boy, and he dropped it on the boy's bed. The swallow felt great, and he said,
Get well soon.
The next morning, the prince said,
I see a young man crying on a bench. He wants to be a painter. However, he has no money to buy the paint. Can you take my eye to the young man, please?
The swallow had to leave soon, but he said,
I will go.
He took the emerald. He flew to the young man, and he left it by the young man on the bench. The swallow felt great, and he said,
Be a great painter.
The next day, the prince said,
I see a little girl selling matches in the street. However, she has no coat or shoes. She has no one to take care of her. Can you take my other eye to the girl?
It was getting cold. The swallow was late to leave, but he said,
I will.
The swallow took the emerald. He flew to the match girl, and he left the emerald in the girl's basket. The swallow saw the girl smiling, and he said,
I am so happy.
The prince had no eyes anymore. The swallow felt sorry for the prince. So he said,
I can't leave you. I'll stay here with you.
From that day on, the swallow became the eyes for the prince. morning, the swallow looked over the town. When he saw someone who needed help, he told the prince. He took part of the gold from the prince, and he gave it to those who were in need. A cold, cold winter came. Now the prince had nothing to share, and the swallow died in peace underneath the prince. The people in town buried the swallow, broke up the statue, and put the statue into the fire. The prince and the swallow passed away. However, their beautiful hearts got together in heaven, and they lived happily ever after.
Girl. It is a cold, snowy day, and a little girl is selling matches.
Matches! Buy some matches!
The little match girl sighs.
Nobody buys any matches.
Then a big carriage passes by her. She is almost hit by the carriage.
Oh my!
Screams the match girl. She falls down. She drops all the matches, and her shoes fall off.
Watch out!
The driver says and just leaves.
Let's take her shoes!
Boys run away with her shoes. Now the match girl has no shoes. It snows and snows. Her feet are freezing. She yells,
"Matches! Buy some matches!"
But no one buys any matches. It gets dark. There is nobody in the street. The match girl sees a big Christmas tree.
What a beautiful tree!
She looks at the tree for a long time. Silent night, holy night. The match girl hears Christmas carols from a house. She looks into the window. There is a cute girl in the house. She looks warm. She is hugging her doll. The match girl thinks,
"She is so lucky." It is freezing. I will light one match.
there is a small flame. It gets warm, but the fire goes out soon. The match girl lights another match. She sees food in the flames.
Wow! I want to eat that!
But this fire goes out soon too.
What will I see this time?
The match girl lights a third match. This time, she sees her grandmother.
Grandma, I miss you.
Her grandmother takes the match girl to heaven, and the snow covers the little match girl.
Pinkfong!
I wish I could have human legs. I wish I could be one of them. I wish I could tell the truth. I wish I could marry the prince. If I can, if I can, if I can't. If I can, I will bless my dear prince, and I would say goodbye. Goodbye, my dear prince.
The Little Mermaid. Deep inside the sea, there lived a little mermaid. She was a princess who loved to see the outside world. One night, she visited the seaside. The mermaid went up the surface. She was so excited to see a big ship.
How fantastic!
In the sky, the sparkling lights were bright. People in the ship were singing and dancing, and a prince was playing with a funny dog.
How handsome he is!
Thought the mermaid. Suddenly, a big storm came up and the ship was broken down.
Oh no! He is in danger!
Shouted the mermaid. She swam to the prince dying in the sea. She took him to the seashore, and she laid him down. Soon, a lady passed by the seashore, and the mermaid hid herself behind the rock. The prince woke up and saw the lady. He said,
Thank you for saving my life.
The lady took the prince to his palace. The mermaid could not forget about the prince.
I wish I had human legs.
thought the mermaid. The mermaid visited the sea witch. She said,
I want human legs. Can you help me? Sure, I can if you give me your voice.
The mermaid promised to give the witch her voice, and she finally got human legs. The witch shouted,
Don't forget, if you don't marry the prince, you will become bubbles.
At the seashore, the prince saw the mermaid. The prince said,
You look familiar. Do I know you?
The mermaid wanted to say something, but her voice was totally gone. Soon, the prince took the mermaid to his palace. In his palace, the mermaid was happy for a while. However, one day the prince showed the mermaid a lady.
I'm going to marry this lady. Once she saved my life.
The mermaid was so sad, but she could not say anything. At night, the mermaid heard her sisters. They were calling the mermaid from the sea. The mermaid went outside.
Kill the prince and save your life,
they shouted. The mermaid went into the prince's room. He was sleeping peacefully. She saw the prince and thought,
I can't kill the prince. I would rather die.
The next day, the mermaid blessed the prince's wedding. Then she jumped into the water. Soon she became bubbles in the sea. But her beautiful heart rested in peace in heaven.
Pinkfong.
One by one, two by two, they are following the Pied Piper. Don't go, come back. Where are you going? Please come back.
One by one, two by two, they are following the Pied Piper. Let's do something, let's stop them. But no one can stop the big, big parade.
The Pied Piper of Hamelin. In a small town in Hamelin, people live peacefully. One day, something awful happened to them. Rats came. They were big and horrible rats. They ate crops, clothes, all the food in the houses. And they even chased dogs and cats. The people in town were all scared.
Let's do something.
The leaders of the town tried hard to get rid of the rats. However, they failed. One day, a Pied Piper came to visit the chief of the town. With a yellow cape and a wooden pipe, the piper said,
I will get rid of all the rats if you give me 1,000 gold pieces.
The chief said,
How? We've tried so many ways, but we have failed.
The piper said,
Just wait and see.
The chief was very glad, so he said,
I will give you 50,000 gold pieces. Please, go ahead.
The next day, the piper went into the streets and he started to play a pipe. Soon, all the rats in town came out from everywhere. They followed the piper. He kept playing and playing. He walked toward the river. After a while, all the rats ran down to the water, and they all drowned.
Hooray!
The people in the town were so glad. The piper asked the chief to give him the gold pieces. However, the chief didn't want to give him any gold pieces. He said,
It was not only your work, but it was the work of the water. And it was the work of your pipe also. Go home!
The piper said,
You did not keep your promise. I'll play my pipe again, but this time you won't like it.
The piper left the chief. The next day, the piper started to play his pipe. One by one, all the children in town started to follow him. Soon, it became a long parade.
What's going on? Where are they going?
The people in town wondered. All the children in town followed him. They kept following and following the piper. All the people in town watched their children.
They are in danger! Let's stop them!
Some people shouted. But no one could stop the big parade. The piper led all the children into a big cave. They all disappeared into the cave. From that time on, no one ever saw the children again.
Open up, open up, open up the door. It's
Pinkfong.
Icky frog, get my ball.
Rabbit, rabbit.
Icky frog, go away.
Rabbit, rabbit.
Icky frog, you're a prince.
Rabbit, rabbit. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit.
The Princess and the Frog. It's Princess Petunia's birthday.
What's this?
Princess Petunia asks.
It's a present. Open it.
the king says.
A gold ball,
she says.
Oh, thanks, Daddy.
By the well, she throws the ball. It goes up, up, up. Then it goes down, down, down. Splash! It falls into the well.
Boo-hoo-hoo!
Cries Princess Petunia.
Why do you cry?
My gold ball is in the well. Get my ball and I'll give you this,
she says.
What is it?
The little green frog says.
It's a crown.
Oh, I don't want that,
says the little green frog.
I want to be your friend.
Okay, please get my ball,
says Princess Petunia. The little green frog gets the ball.
Here it is.
She takes the ball and runs away. At dinner, there is a little knock on the door.
What's that sound?
It's just an icky frog.
An icky frog? Why is he here?
I promised to be his friend.
Always keep your promise.
The little green frog comes into the castle. He eats with Princess Petunia.
Now I am tired. It's bedtime.
Ooh, you're an icky frog. Sleep in the bathroom.
But the king says,
Always keep your promise.
Princess Petunia puts the frog on her bed. Suddenly, there is a handsome prince. Princess Petunia is so surprised.
Oh my, it's a handsome prince.
The handsome prince says,
Oh, thank you. A bad witch did some magic. I became a frog. But you treat me as a real friend, so there is no more bad magic.
Princess Petunia and the handsome prince marry. They are very happy. And what is the prince's favorite snack? Flies, of course.
Pinkfong.
And the pea. There is a prince. He is very handsome. But he is very sad too. He wants to find a princess. There are many princesses, but he wants a real princess. One night, there is a storm. The thunder is very loud. The lightning is very bright. Then there is a knock on the door. The two big doors open. Outside, there is a wet princess.
Oh my, I am so wet. I am tired too. May I rest in the castle this evening?
Wow, she is beautiful.
Yes, but is she a real princess?
I don't know.
I am so sleepy. But I can only sleep on a very comfortable bed. Please prepare a soft, smooth, comfortable bed for me.
The queen listens to the princess. Then she has a good idea.
Don't worry, son.
She says,
We will discover if she is a real princess.
And she has one small pea. The queen puts the pea on the bed. Then her maids put 10 soft mattresses down. Then they put 9 very soft mattresses down. Then they put 8 feather mattresses down. Then they put 7 soft blankets down.
Okay, dear. Time for bed.
At breakfast, the princess is very tired.
Are you tired?
Yes, I am very tired. There is a big rock in my bed. Oh, my back hurts. Ouch!
The queen is very happy. Only a real princess could feel the pea. The queen knows this.
She is a real princess,
thinks the prince. So the prince and the princess are married. They are very happy. And where is the pea? It might be in your bed.
Pinkfong!
Rap-a-tap-tap, there's an elf. Rap-a-tap-tap, there are elves. Rap-a-tap-tap, there's a shoe. Rap-a-tap-tap, there are shoes. Rap-a-tap-tap, there's a hat. Rap-a-tap-tap, there are hats. Rap-a-tap-a-tippy-tippy-tat, there's an elf, there's a hat.
The Shoemaker and the Elves. There is an old shoemaker. He cuts out the leather. He says,
There is no leather, and there is no money.
He is very sad and goes to bed. In the morning, the shoemaker is so surprised.
Oh my! There are shoes on the table.
He sells the shoes in the town. Then he buys leather. In the evening, he cuts the leather. He puts the leather on the table. In the morning, the shoemaker goes to the table.
Oh my! There are shoes on the table.
Yes, there are many shoes.
Day after day, there are more shoes. Soon the old man is very famous. Everyone talks about his fine shoes. People come from far away. They love his shoes. One day, the queen hears of the old man's shoes.
Bring the old man to me.
The old man goes to the castle with his shoes.
I will buy 10 pairs,
says the queen. Now the old man is rich. At last, the shoemaker says,
Who makes the shoes?
His wife says,
I do not know.
Well, I must know.
That night, he leaves the leather on the table again. But he doesn't sleep. He waits behind the door with his wife. Then the shoemaker sees the elves. They skip, they dance, and they make shoes. Rap-a-tap-tap, rap-a-tap-tap. The old man and the old woman go to the bedroom quietly.
The elves are so kind.
Yes, let's give them a nice gift.
Yes, let's make fine clothes for them.
In the morning, the shoemaker is busy. He makes clothes for the elves. There are hats, shirts, and pants. There are little shoes, too. In the evening, the elves see the clothes. They are so happy. They put on the clothes and go away. The elves do not come back. But the shoemaker is always lucky.
Pinkfong.
Sleepy, sleepy, tired, tired. Sleepy, sleepy, tired, tired. I'm so tired, I'm asleep.
The Sleeping Beauty. The king speaks to the people.
There is a new baby princess.
The king says,
Hooray!
say the people. For the beautiful baby's first birthday, they plan a party.
We must invite the fairies.
Yes. But we must not invite Brutella. She is bad. She is mean.
The party is lots of fun. The princess is so lovely. The fairies give nice presents to her. Suddenly, Brutella comes.
One day, the princess will hurt her finger on a spinning wheel. Then everyone will fall asleep forever.
So the king removes all the sharp things. Soon, there are no sharp things in the castle. The princess grows up. She is a very beautiful princess. She goes for a walk in the forest. The beautiful princess sees a tower. Inside, there is an old woman. She is Brutella.
Come here. You must try the spinning wheel.
The princess tries it, but she hurts her finger, and she falls asleep. Then everyone falls asleep. The king and the queen fall asleep. The soldiers fall asleep. Even the cats and the dogs fall asleep. One day, a prince comes. He sees the sleeping beauty on the bed.
She is very beautiful.
The prince likes the sleeping beauty, so he kisses her. The sleeping beauty wakes up. Everyone wakes up. The next day, the prince and the sleeping beauty marry. They are very happy. But where is Brutella? She is asleep. She is still in the tower. And she snores very loudly.
Pinkfong.
One little fat pig, two little fat pigs, three little fat pigs, let me in. I will blow your house down, piggy, hurry, open up. Ow! One little fat pig, two little fat pigs, three little fat pigs, let me in.
You will eat us, big bad wolf, we won't let you in.
One little fat pig, two little fat pigs, three little fat pigs, let me in.
So go away, you big bad wolf, we won't let you in.
The Three Little Pigs. There are three little pigs. They are Biggie, Mitty, and Junior. Each pig builds a house to keep the big bad wolf away. Biggie builds a house with straw. And he says,
The wolf will never come in.
Cha, cha. Mitty builds a house with wood. And he says,
The wolf will never come in.
One, two, three, four. Junior builds a house with bricks. And he says,
I will build a strong house.
So Junior builds and builds. He even builds a fireplace with a chimney. And Junior says,
The wolf will never come in.
The wolf goes to Biggie's house. He huffs and puffs and whoo! The wolf blows the house down. Biggie runs to Mitty's house. The wolf runs to Mitty's house too. He huffs and puffs and whoo! The wolf blows the house down. Biggie and Mitty run to Junior's house.
Now you are safe.
The wolf runs to Junior's house. He huffs and puffs and whoo! But the house doesn't blow down. The wolf looks at the house carefully.
Aha! I will go down the chimney.
So he gets a ladder. The little pigs see the wolf. He is climbing onto the roof. So the pigs say,
Let's make a fire.
There is a big fire in the fireplace. Boom! The wolf falls onto the fire.
Hot! Hot! Help me!
The big bad wolf runs away and never comes back.
Pinkfong. Ugly, ugly duckling. Are you ugly? No, you're not. Pretty, pretty swan. Are you pretty? Yes, you are. Ugly, ugly duckling. Are you ugly? No, you're not. Pretty, pretty swan. Are you pretty? Yes, you are.
The Ugly Duckling. A mother duck sits on her eggs.
Quack, quack.
1, 2, 3. Her ducklings hatch. But the biggest egg doesn't hatch.
Quack, quack.
The biggest egg hatches. There is an ugly duckling. Ducklings peck at the ugly duckling.
Ew, you are really ugly.
Even his mom thinks.
Although he is my baby, he is ugly.
The The ugly duckling has no friends, so he is lonely. He says,
Mom, I want to leave.
And he leaves his nest. The ugly duckling meets geese.
Geese, can I go with you?
Asks the ugly duckling. But the geese just leave. Then the ugly duckling sees an old house. An old lady comes out and says,
Poor little ugly duckling, come inside.
He goes inside and meets a cat and a hen. The cat and the hen make fun of the ugly duckling.
Wow, you are so ugly.
So the ugly duckling leaves the house. He goes to a lake.
Honk, honk.
He sees beautiful swans. He joins the swans and stays at the lake. Now it is winter. The ugly duckling is frozen on the lake. Oh my, poor thing, a farmer says, and he helps the ugly duckling. The ugly duckling goes to the farmer's house, but his wife doesn't like the ugly duckling.
Get out! Get out now!
She chases away the ugly duckling. Now it is spring. The ugly duckling flaps his wings. What a surprise! He starts to fly. The ugly duckling sees himself in the water.
Wow, I am a swan.
He lives as a beautiful swan, happily ever after.
Pinkfong.
Honk, honk, look at the swans. They're not really swans. They are the princes. They are the princes. But they look like swans. They look like swans. Honk, honk, look at the swans. They're not really swans. They are the princes. They are the princes. But they look like swans. They look like swans.
The Wild Swans. Far away, there are 11 princes and Princess Eliza. There is an evil queen. She is a witch. She hates Eliza and the 11 princes. The queen thinks, I will make them go away. Abracadabra! Princes become swans! The queen makes the princes into swans.
Honk, honk.
Now the princes sound like swans. The queen makes Eliza's face black. So Eliza goes to the lake, and she washes her face. Now her face is clean and beautiful. The swans fly to the lake. When the sun sets, the swans become princes.
Oh, there you are,
Eliza says. She meets the princes. When the sun rises, the princes become swans again. They fly in the sky with Eliza and arrive in Island Land. An angel appears and says, "If you make nettle shirts for your brothers, they will become princes again. But you can't tell anyone while you make the clothes." So Eliza gathers the nettle and makes shirts. Her hands bleed, but she thinks,
I will do it for my brothers.
In Island Land, the king sees Eliza. He falls in love with her.
Will you marry me?
He asks. She nods without saying anything. The king marries Eliza, but people think she is strange.
Queen Eliza only makes clothes all day.
Maybe she is a witch.
Queen Eliza must leave the castle. People shout,
Witch, go away!
She thinks,
I just want to finish the clothes.
Finally, she finishes. Then she throws the nettle shirts to the swans. The swans become princes.
The princes are free from the magic.
Now Eliza can speak.
Pinkfong.
Open up, open up, open up the door. It's your mom.
It's a trick, the wolf eats the sheep. Mum finds the wolf.
Open up, open up, open up the door. It's your mom.
It's a trick, the wolf eats the sheep. Mum finds the wolf.
The Wolf and the 7 Sheep. There is a mama sheep with 7 little sheep. Before she goes to the market, she says, "Don't open the door for anyone." The wolf sees the mama sheep leave. He waits until she is far away. Then he goes to the 7 little sheep. Knock, knock. The wolf knocks on the door.
Who is it?
Ask the sheep.
Open the door. It is your mom.
But the sheep see black feet under the door. They say,
You aren't there, Mama. She doesn't have black feet.
So the wolf puts white flour on his feet.
Open the door. It is your mom.
The 7 little sheep see white feet under the door. So they open the door. The wolf runs into the house.
Ah! It is the wolf!
The 7 little sheep hide all over the house. The wolf finds 6 little sheep, one by one, and he swallows them whole. But he can't find the 7th sheep. The 7th sheep is hiding in the clock case. Cuckoo! 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 As it turns 3 o'clock, the cuckoo comes out. The cuckoo pokes the wolf's eye.
Ow! My eye!
The wolf screams and leaves. Mama sheep comes home. Where are my babies? The 7th sheep says,
Mama, I am here.
She finds him. Mama sheep and the 7th sheep look for the wolf. The wolf is sleeping in the field, and his stomach is huge. Mama sheep cuts open the wolf's stomach with scissors. Oh, my dear! 6 little sheep come out of the wolf. Then she puts stones in the wolf's stomach. The wolf wakes and goes to a pond. Splash! He falls into the pond.
Help! Help!
He screams. Mama and the 7 little sheep laugh loudly.
Pinkfong!
The princess in a flower, the princess in a flower. She is Thumbelina, she's Thumbelina. The princess is very small, the princess is very small. She is very cute, they live happily ever after.
Thumbelina. There is an old lady. Every day, the old lady prays, God, please give me a child. But an angel brings her a flower seed. Soon, a pretty flower blossoms. A tiny girl comes out of the flower. She is as small as a thumb. Her name is Thumbelina. One night, a scary toad goes into Thumbelina's room. He says,
Hello, pretty girl.
And he takes her to a pond. The next morning, the toad says,
Pretty girl, You will marry my son.
Thumbelina cries. The pondfish say,
Let's help poor Thumbelina.
a crayfish cuts a water lily so she can cross the pond. Suddenly, a beetle takes Thumbelina into a forest. But his friends say,
She has only 2 legs.
And where are her wings?
They leave Thumbelina. There is a snowstorm in the forest. Thumbelina finds a house. A field mouse lives there. The field mouse says,
You can live with me.
A mole visits the house, and he falls in love with Thumbelina.
Please marry me.
He asks her, but she doesn't want to marry the mole. Thumbelina runs to the forest. She sees a swallow. He has a broken wing. So she cares for the swallow. Now they are good friends. When spring comes, the swallow can fly again. He says,
Thumbelina, I must fly to flower country.
Thumbelina says,
Goodbye, swallow.
Today is the wedding day of Thumbelina and the mole. Before the mole marries her, the swallow comes.
Thumbelina, the king invites you.
Thumbelina flies away with the swallow. Thumbelina meets the king. He says,
Please marry me.
So Thumbelina and the king marry. They live happily ever after.